All right, y'all. I got a 2 for 1 today. I ran into my homegirl, Randy. Now, Randy, before we get into this, I want to thank you for what you did for the game of basketball. When we speak about women basketball, your name pops up. So I have to give you your roses. And not only that, I appreciate you giving back to basketball with reffing. All the guys in the city respect you. All the guys I done played with. You know, every time I see you, it's all love. This is basketball. So I'm trying to bring it in full circle, y'all. So here you go. Randy, I don't care if it's middle school, high school, college, wherever you play overseas, give me 3 women that you played with or you seen play that had that shit.
Ooh, 3 women that I played with and I seen play. So let's start with the scene play.
Okay.
And I had and I will say the pleasure to play against Diana Taurasi.
Oh, Taurasi.
Now, we not the same position, but when I tell you she was giving us the business, this was in high school though, not in college. It was before everybody knew where they was going. We was down in Tennessee, and she like, well, where are you going? I'm like, no. Where are you going? But she just was really cool, phenomenal player at the same time. So being able to play against her, but then also see her play, and then we kind of grew through the game was amazing. And my number 1 idol is Cheryl Swoops. I wore 22 in college. I had the swoops, I had the shoes. To me, she was one of the coldest players, and just to see her work was just amazing. And at the time, we didn't have a WNBA team, so I remember my dad was taking us different places, AAU teams we was going down. So I would give her that. And
we talking hoopers now, y'all. Y'all see this? We talking hoopers now.
We talking real hoopers. Let's just talk about Detroit women that I played with, and some of my favorite out here. Man, there's so many. It's really tough. But if I had to go in my direct era, one of my favorite point guards that I had was Michelle James. I gotta give her props. Yeah. You know, went to Southwestern, played at UAD with me before I transferred out to UNLV. Still one of my best friends in this whole world. But Michelle taught me, don't put that ball on the ground. I was messing up her assists because she would kick it to me, and I take that one dribble and lay it up, and she cussed me out so bad, like,
Go up with it.
But at the same time, it taught me to be stronger. It helped her out, and I knew I was going to get the ball. So definitely one of my favorite players to play with is Michelle James. I think that I'm the best post player to come out the city. I'm sure people would like to judge and go back and forth, but I'm just going to go ahead
and your stuff, Randy. Talk your stuff.
You know, until we show otherwise. I had great high school, college, pro play. Look, you know what I'm saying?
She got receipts, y'all. She got receipts. There you go.
But I will say, coming up, the opportunity to play with Delonda Little, Cosette Ely.
There you go.
They were already in the game, and they like, come on, come play. Lydia, I got a great story about Lydia. Listen, I was about to be a freshman at UAD. I hadn't even graduated high school yet. We hooping. I scored on a couple of times. I think I'm talking a little trash. I went to go post Lydia up. She took one hand and cleared me, threw me in the bleachers at UAD, okay? And I've always had personality, so the whole game stopped. We was laughing on the floor, and she said, so when you gonna get in the weight room? Yeah, you can play, but you ain't strong enough to play at this level. And that was the day I walked my butt right up to the weight room at UAD. I talked to Jim Kelbasso and said I need to be stronger, because clearly I'm not. And he got me together, and the rest is history. So it's a lot of history throughout here in the city and women's basketball, and I appreciate you just giving us a shout out. I could just start naming a bunch of names, and you know, we had Ryan Coleman just from Renaissance, Shamira Thetford, Asia Boyd, Janelle. I mean, just history of women's basketball players who came out the city and then went somewhere else to be great in college, and some of us played pro, some didn't. So it's a great opportunity to be from Detroit and come from great players in history's time anyway.
That's why I love doing this. Y'all see this? Now she reminiscing. It's going back. I love doing it. It make her think like, oh, I forgot about. But I love this, y'all. And on top of that, how old are you, Randy, if you don't mind saying? I know you're a lady.
I don't mind. Oh, look, it don't bother me. I'm 42.
Okay, 42.
So I graduated high school in 2000.
There you go.
Yes.
Now I got a question to ask you. What would the 42-year-old Randy say to the 18-year-old Randy if you was to do it all over again?
If I had to do it all over again, I would stay with trusting myself. I think a lot of times I did a lot of things because it made sense to somebody else. Should I be at this school? Should I play for this team? Do I got to stay over here? When certain things just kind of came up, and I knew, like, truly within myself, not just because of somebody else said or how I felt, what to do, and I didn't make the move because I wanted to stay loyal or stay committed to this certain program and things like that.
Because you went to what? UNLV, right?
Yep. So I went to University of Detroit first. So I played 2 seasons there. Then I transferred and I finished out at UNLV.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that was when you transfer, you actually have to sit out. Because today,
yeah.
you know, you could, if you transfer within conference, you had to sit out 2 years. Non-conference is 1 year. Now you could just transfer and go hoop.
And still play.
And just, you know, go play. And I just had the opportunity to go out to Vegas, which, reminiscing, talking about Anthony Robinson, who played at Oak Park. Wow. She was the one who got me out to Vegas. She said, we need a post player. You should come out here. I said, who going to Vegas? Nobody's going to Vegas.
All right.
But literally one of the best decisions I ever made was an All-American out there, scored over 1,000 points in 2 years. Like, just a great career. Like, had the opportunity to play overseas for the amount of time that I did. It's just truly a blessing, and that's why I even encourage our players today, leave home. Detroit gonna be here, the same people gonna be in same spots doing the same thing, but if you got the opportunity to get out of here for sports and go experience and make different friends, go do it.
There you go. Hey, man, now I'm gonna ask you this. Now, this is something new. I'm bringing this into fruition. If you was to share the quote with anybody that's in the WNBA right now, who would it be?
Without question, Asia Wilson.
Wilson, okay.
Without hesitation, my number one is Asia Wilson. If I could be her power forward to her.
It's on. It's on.
What? I don't even got to work hard no more because they got the focus or whatever's the case, and she's not a selfish player.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Everybody who I know that's been around her or had the opportunity to play with her or she was coached by them, they have nothing but good things to say about her and her family and where she comes from. So that would be my first choice. Today's WNBA would be Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson. I know exactly what you're talking about. There y'all have it, man. I ran it to Randee. I got it done. Here we go. I know I was getting on her nerves like a little brother. I was bugging her.
It's just I was always on the court.
Girl, she was always busy.
Refereeing. I'm like, okay, we got to figure it out, you know, and get a time. So I'm glad we was able
to. And if y'all ever want to see my videos about basketball, I got everybody in the city on there. So, which is John Williams Basketball Talk on YouTube. Appreciate you, Randee. I appreciate your time. I know you're a busy woman. Love it.
Love it.
Peace out.